All right. Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? Beast Mode Brandon back again. Today's topic, Tuesday, it is investing with an edge. Shares, stock options, leaps. I'm going to show you why it's important to invest for the long haul, how we can find some of these things and utilize it for us in the future, understanding that what we do from an investing standpoint, it's very simplified. You know what I mean? So after that, we're going to open it up and we'll give you guys time to ask any questions that you may have. But I just want to go understand why I do the things that I do, and it kind of all starts in why I do the things I do. It is a Tuesday night, 9 p.m., 9:06 on the East Coast time. I mean, you guys know my motto, right? I want us all to make more so that we could bless more, whatever's in our hearts, give back to communities, churches, friends, and family, making the world a better place for all. And if that really resonates with you and you like that and you're catching the stream, just comment down below Beast Mode in the chat box, Mastermind, DCG, whatever one you'd like, just so we know that resonates with you and roll with it. You know what I mean? What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate you guys, right? So I see you guys being rock stars already in the comments. This is streamed live and recorded to the Facebook group. It will be posted there in the Discord as well as YouTube. So the second we get off the call, you go right here to this YouTube right here. It's going to play and you'll be able to catch the recording and watch as many times as you want. Like I said, just do me a favor. If you do watch the recording, in the comments, just make sure you put something in there because it boosts the engagement side. You know what I mean? So anyway, the method to my madness. You guys always hear me say trading to me is like a tree trunk, right? You have your tree, and on top of that tree, you have different branches, right? And one of my branches is day trading. One of my branches is the swing trading, and one of my branches is investing. Within each branch itself, I have certain, right? This is my day trading branch. I got certain little techniques: Swingmaster Pro, SPX Lotto, Trendbox Pro. In the swing trades, I got other branches coming off that as well. You got Swingmaster Pro, you got the Iron Condors, you got the Leap trades. Then you come over to the investing side, and then you diverse it, right? Dividend companies, blue chip, right? And you get a thing down. What's nice about the investing side that we're going to focus on tonight is simply this. I can't say never, but I like to invest in companies that I feel, me as in Brandon, has a less than 2% probability to go to zero, right? In the end, I mean, you're never going to trade with what you can't afford to lose. But think about this, as I call it, my real estate method, right? You buy a house and Trump's coming into office in what, 15, 13 days in January, and the housing market goes down, right? What are all you guys doing in your house? What are all you guys doing with your house? You can, if you're watching the recording, you can comment in the box too. What are you guys doing with your house? If your house drops 20%, are you guys selling it or are you holding it? Just put it in the box real quick. I want to see something. Are you selling it or are you holding it? Daniel, he's from the opposite side of the world. He's holding. Alan, Ms. Vaughn, holding. Hey, I'm holding it too, right? So now let me ask you this. For anybody that's selling their house, why? Because over the next 3 to 5 years, 8 years, you understand that it's going to traject to the upside. If it doesn't and goes to zero, I mean, we all got more problematic things where we all fighting at the river to go fishing for our food. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of the way I think about it. And it's all going to make full circle here in about 1 second. So, with that being said, I buy companies, right, or investments that I feel have the real estate logic. All right. The real estate logic to me is something that I'm not selling, I'm holding, but I will make what I want to say. I will make remodels, right? I will make remodels into my shares if I need to. So to me, a remodel, right, to make my investment worth more is me buying in a second or third time. So if I'm buying a company, right, for Bitcoin, you bought Bitcoin at 60 grand. What happened? It came down. Everybody panic sold, but not us because we're rock stars. Nor do we pay 60 grand for it. We all in at like 5, 10, 15, 20 grand, right? We buy more of it, right? We're rehabbing our investment. Same way you do with a real estate house. you rehab it. So as our investment goes against us, we rehab it, we put another piece of money into it, makes it more valuable, and also brings our price down as in a dollar cost average method, right? And then we hold it, and then as it pushes up, it makes the next leg up in the future. Then you can sell out if you want, or you just got more money on the table. I always recommend taking pieces, selling out of it, right? And because your account doesn't grow unless you take profits. So, with that being said, I'm going to give you a visual, and then we're going to go over how we can take highly probable setups from an investment standpoint, and then we're going to keep on moving on. So, let's get into the fun stuff right now. Let me share my screen real quick. Let's see what we got. Oh, man, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Share my screen. There we go. All right, you guys should see right now the Thinkorswim charts, I believe, right? You guys see the Thinkorswim charts, the coloring book? Yeah. All right, perfect. Awesome. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to bring over my internet browser. I'm going to put all this in the chat right here. Something that I like to use is this right here. Go to google.com. Oh, I guess let me bring this over for you. Where we got it. All right, right here. Google.com. And you can say dollar cost average calculator right here. Buyupside.com. I'm going to put this in the chat. I'm going to put this in the chat for you guys to put this on your screen so that you can play with it as well. Just to give you an idea of what investments do for the long haul, right? They're very powerful. It's part of our plan that we like to do. One of my buddies, he bought Tesla, right? In 2019, and some of you guys heard this story before. He bought Tesla in 2019. Every paycheck he got, he bought 2 shares. He got paid every 2 weeks, so every month he got 4 shares. At the end of the year, right, he had an investment of $12,500 in 2019. Well, 2020 came, and guess what Tesla did? It 10x or 11x. So it's $12,500. He didn't have a lot of money, but the starting point is starting, right? He didn't have a lot of money, but he came in and put a piece into the market.
Which one is mine?
And within that, he let that investment go because he believed in it. That was his real estate, right? And then it 10x. So it's 12,500 becomes 125,000. Then it did the price split, right? The 4-to-1. So for every 1 share, it now turns into 4. But the price of the company went from like 2,000 down to like $200 or $300 or something like that. Then his $125,000. Tesla goes on to go 400% higher. So now his 125 grand is at $500,000 right now. And this all happened in 2 years, in less than 2 years. The trajectory of his life now changed. Now he has $500,000. His house is paid off, and he's the same age as me. 36 years old. Is that a good position to be in? Put a 1 in the box if you agree on that. Is that a good position to be in? Absolutely. I'm not saying all of them are going to be Tesla, but you have to get started in order for something like that to do it. The same thing with Bitcoin. Everybody that's in it, I have friends that have 5, 6, 7 Bitcoins, and right now Bitcoin's 100,000. Guess what? They got $500,000 to $700,000, right? Because they put a small piece into something that they believed in, and guess what, right? At the time, I mean, you could say it's a little bit more riskier, and that's okay, but they believed in it, and if that was your real estate, right, something that you believed in, you definitely would have traded that. Anyway, I pick companies in the stock market, right, that I feel have a less than 2% probability to go to zero. And that to me is like companies like Apple, Google, Amazon. If those companies fail, so many other companies are going to fail before them. And then we go to the river to fish for food because we're going to have no electric, we're going to have no car gas, we're going to have no power. So for me, that's something I'm willing to put in my money in, right? So you heard me say this. I day trade for my job. I swing trade to help grow my account. And I use the profits of both to pay my bills and shovel into my investment side. Me preaching this to you guys, I personally have about 40, 45 different companies inside my retirement. I'm about to liquidate everything because my account's at an all-time high. And here I'm telling you we don't get paid unless we take profits, and we can always get back in, right? But anyway, I'm going to give you a visual real quick. Let's just say we started this in 2020, and it's now 2024. We got about 4 years, right? And we do it right now, December to December. And let's say we put $1,000 into the company, and for a simple standpoint, we're just going to say we're going to put $100 in each month, right? That's a dollar cost average. No ifs, ands, or buts. Real simple standpoint. You just put $100 in every single month, right? Does anybody want to take a guess what Apple would be worth right now? Does anybody want to take a shot? Just put something in. What do you think? What do you think is up? 50%, 100%, 300%? Just put it in the box. Have a little bit of fun. Let's see what we got. Nikki says 200%. All right. I'm gonna go with I'll go with about 300%. I'll go 300%. Right? And you guys can have a number in your mind. So now you guys can use this. Let's calculate returns. You press calculate. Guess what it's going to show you? It's going to show you this right here. This is why I love this tool, because it gives you a nice visual, right? But we got stuff that we can take action on sooner. This is what it is. Your first thing is $1,000. You're putting in 1,000. Your total investment right here is $5,800, right? Now look what happens. You're putting in a measly $100 a month. At this point, you've only invested $5,800, but it's worth almost $10,000. So you were wrong, right? But you're up almost 100%. However, I mean, think about this. This is just money you had parked off on the side. In 1 year, right? Let me change my color. In 1 year, you had something just like this. You get 1,000. Next year, your account doubles to 2,000. Next year, your account's 3,000. Then the next year, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Now we have better probabilities because we're not just putting $100 in. I'm going to show you how we can utilize our plan with a greater advantage. I'm just giving you an example, right? Now we go back. It's the power of investing. We go here to Tesla. Check Tesla out, right? Calculate the returns. Same thing. Right here. Guess what? Your $5,800 is worth $12,000 right now. Is that a good situation to be in? Coach, I bought 35 shares of QUBT. It's up 70%. Going to pull off 50% and save until the next buy signal. Hey, you already jumping the gun, Nikki. I'm going to show them all how we do this after that. That's a good situation to be in. Guess what? Same thing. Let's check Amazon out. All right, what's Amazon doing? $5,800. Where's it at right now? It's at $9,000. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. You got something else like MSFT, Microsoft. Everybody knows Microsoft. Guess what? Your $1,000 that you started out with, it's up above $9,000 right now. Does everybody see the power of investing right now? Why I really preach investing, especially using your trading profits. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Anybody that doesn't do this is absolutely boggles my mind, right? Hershey. You can check out Hershey. Check Hershey out. Same thing. All right. Guess what? Your 1,000, it's sitting at 5,500 right now. But you're getting a dividend 5% a year. So really, this doesn't show that. 5, 10, 15, 20. You're getting another 20% on that. So really, every $1,000 that you're putting in, that's another $200. You know what I mean? You got something like this right here, right? ETHE. This is the Ethereum share in the stock market. Check this one out. Look at this. Your 1,000 is now worth 12,000 right now. That's money right there, right? And we just getting diversified. GBTC, right? The Bitcoin, Grayscale, the share that we could buy. Guess what? All-time high. Your 1,000 is sitting at 19,000 right now. Just imagine if you put $1,000 into that, and how many times you're going to be making money on this. Does everybody see the power of investing right now? Put a 1 in the box. And it's just from a simple standpoint. This is just to give you a visual. I'm going to show you how we do it with way better probability and how we could do this. All right, so everybody understands investments. Now, you have Two different ways to buy this investment, right? One of them is a leap trade. What's a leap trade, right? A leap trade, we're going to put a leap right here. Two different ways to do an investment. Here's your leap, and here's your shares, right? Here's your shares. We'll put it down the thing right here. A leap is just an option that you're buying 1+ years of expiration, right? You're playing a stock option. And we're just going over our perks on it, right? Another thing, you're risking less money, right? Now you come to the share side. You're buying certificates. Certificates, basically in a company, certificates, there is what I'm going to say. It is holds value. You don't have any time decay, holds value. And I'm going to put forever with a wink face. And the reason I say that is because technically, a share could go to zero. But once again, we are only investing in companies, our real estate method, that we expect not to go to zero. Does everybody follow me right now? Right? So a leap trade is a stock option that we make money when the share price rises in value, right? And the upside, right? Upside is unlimited. Unlimited. You heard me right. There is no ceiling. There's no upside. Shares, you only make money when the share goes up, and it's $1 up, $1 down. So every dollar it goes up, you make $1. So you can choose two different ways to take these investments. Leaps, you risk less money and make a lot more money if it goes in your favor, but you have a chance that where's your stop out going to be for one? If it's at zero, then I'm going to show you two different ways how you could do this, right? So does everybody follow me right now? Put a 2 in the box. Everybody's with me. We can either buy leap stock options or we could buy shares, right? All right, I see some 2s in the box. I'm going to erase all this. Yep, a leap option is the same thing as a day trade, except you buy in a year of time or more. I tell people 6 to 9 months, but in this case, if you're investing, you want to buy a year. So I'm thinking about doing a leap challenge for 25. I'm going to give you my favorite 10 companies that I feel have a high probability to expand in 2025. And we're going to buy a year of time, and we're probably going to be out in the first 6 months or less. Or we might buy 2 years of time and just hold it, and put in $500, $600, $1,000, and just let it go. We'll try to turn 10 grand into 50 or 100 grand. Now we're going to come here. We're going to put this on the daily time frame, right? And look at from an investing standpoint. How are we trading with an advantage? All right. We're using Swingmaster Pro AI, right? Someone give me a good company. Has to be a good company. Don't give me a Neo or something like that. Someone give me a good company. First one in the box. Let's see it. Someone put a good company in. If I don't like it, I'll decline it. Microsoft. That's a good company. MSFT. MSFT. I'm sorry. Microsoft's the first one. So I'm going to take this and change my trading view chart. We're using Swingmaster Pro AI, right? If you're reviewing this and you want it, just shoot me a message. We're going to come down here to the weekly time frame. And we're going to zoom out, right? And I want you to see this. If we are buying, right? If we are buying real estate, I'm just going to do it right here. If we are buying real estate, I want you to see this right here, right? We have a buy over here. Now we're going to change the color. We have a buy over here. We have a buy right here. We have a buy right here. All right. Out of these 3 trades on these buys, right, you're in a leap. In 3 months, look how much this thing pushes to the upside, right? Right here. In this time, it pushed up about 1.5 weeks and then ended up going against us and then pushing up. But if you bought it right here in April, the next April is over here. Look where it ends. It's still higher than where you bought it, up here. Probably going to lose on that one, but you didn't take 100% loss, I'll tell you that. And your contract's in the money. So you might lose a little bit, but you're not going to lose. You're not going to lose much on that right there. If you bought 12 months or more, right? Go ahead. Okay. So then we have another entry. Let me erase all this to get it clean again. So then we have another entry right here, and check out what happens over the course of another 3-4 weeks or 3 months. Does everybody see that? If you bought shares, right? If you bought shares right here at 160, up here it's at 120. Your investment is worth 50% ROI right there, right? Right here, if you bought shares at 280, now this trade goes from what 293 and goes up to 308, about 15 or 20 points in 1 week. I mean, you might have taken profits depending on where you would have went risk free at, maybe. But we're just going to chalk this one up as a small loss, right? So now that right there, the share price goes 50%. Over here, it goes from 280, and that next hits 360. That right there is 80 points. That right there is about what, 40, 35% ROI on the share side. This is if you buy shares. So this share right there might have moved about 5%, right? That move right there moved 50%. That moved 40%. There's all great investments on the shares. The advantage buying shares, right, is if you bought the shares right here and it goes against you right there, you don't really lose any value of the option. You just lose value on the share. But as it comes right back up again and crosses it right here, now you're back in the profits, right? Or if you get another buy like you got right there, you can buy in one right there, buy in again right there. And now for waiting, you're getting double the reward, right? Because you have double the money in that, right? So if you bought shares in this, all right, check it out. If you bought shares in this and you risk $1,000, right? 1K right here, your 1K is worth $1,500 at this point at the high. What you can do, right? And this is what I recommend from an investing standpoint, because your account never grows until you do this. What I recommend is if you're up 50% for sure, why not, right? Why not? Because you don't have 1K no more. You put the 1K in down here. At this point, it's at $1,500, right? We'll circle it right there. Why not sell your initial investment back, put 1K back in your account, and let $500 ride? If you entered it here, why not put a stop loss right there? And as price goes up more, your 500 will be 1,000, will be 1,500. At this high, guess what? You now have $1,500. And that's free house money. You could sell out again. Now you got 2K up here, and you got $500 into it. Then it goes against you. Price comes up. All right, guess what? We still in profits. We got to buy. We'll put another 1,000 in. All right, now we got $1,500. Now our $1,500 goes against us. We get another buy there, put another 1,000 in. Now we can erase all this. At this point, right? At this point, we have $2,500 into this company, which is good, right? Now, hold on a second. As it pushes up right there, and you're up 30 or 40%, you're $2,500. 40, 400, 800, about $900. So your $2,500 at this point is what we're just going to say $3,400. All right, guess what? Why not sell out of it, right? And just let 1,000 go. And now you got $2,400 sitting up here on the side pot, ready for the next investment. Now, hear me out. Every time you have a piece in this, because you're always in the market, so you don't have to have a fear of missing nothing. So now your $1,400, as it keeps going up, it might be worth $2,800 up here at this high. Now you sell out again and let $1,500 ride. Now you bring $1,300 up. Now you got $3,700 in your side pot. You see how you grow a retirement account this way? Now, I didn't share this with you. Every time you have these shares, guess what? You see this E down here? That's called, or I'm sorry, you see the D? The D is called a dividend. Guess what? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4, 8, 12. That's 4 years. if Microsoft pays 4% for holding this, not only did you make all this and have $3,700 on the side, you are now collecting 4% a year on average just for holding these shares. Everybody follow me? Does everybody see that? Right? So that's one way you can do it. Now, I'm going to erase all this. Everybody put a DCG in the box if you follow me right now. All right, perfect. Perfect. So now I'm going to erase all this. He said, man, you on fire tonight. Get the hose. Get the hose. So now, right, and this is how we do stuff with an advantage. I'm sharing this with you because I need you to contribute. And if you see something, post it in the WhatsApp chat, post it in Discord, right? That's why we're going over this, to make all of this better. Now, we have a move right here. We buy a stock option. Let's pull up the options chain, right? And since we're on Microsoft, MSFT, and we look at a year of time, which would be 365 days right here. This is exactly 1 year, right? This stock's expensive. At the money, they're $5,000. Not everybody has that. We can use our delta rule and go all the way down here to 19 cents. All right, here's $1,000 to put into the trade. So for every $10, right, that's $1,000 to put into the trade, right? Because you're buying a lot of time. And we can do this with cheaper stock too, but hey, we picked Microsoft first. So we put $1,000 into the trade. If this thing moves, right, let's just show you this. If this thing moves, where's it at again? 19 cent, 18 cent, $1,000. Our delta is 19 cents. So if that moves, since it's in intervals, we're going to get 5 at 21 and 5 at 19. So we're just going to say, we already know 5 times 20 is 100, and 5 times another 20 is 200. Where am I getting that? Our delta tells us what we can expect to make if the share price moves every dollar. Now, if we go back to our chart right here, and we see we buy in right there, and in what? 1, 2, 3, right? If this goes up 10 points in 1 week, 146, 157 in 1 week. This little bit right there, that little bit right there where we took this trade, well, we would enter at the week. The next week, it'd be up here. So at 162, right here's our entry, 145. That is 15. That's 17 points. This little move in 1 week just moved 17 points. All right. Now let's pull up our calculator. And this is why I like stock options, because if we bought $1,000 of shares, we'd have about 6 or 7 shares, and we'd make $17 times 17 times what? 7 shares. We'd make $119. $119 on a $1,000 investment isn't that impressive, but it is on your investment. That's what? $1,000, not $119. You make about 10%. Now, on that $1,000 we got, if we have 21 cents and it moves 17, $21 times 17, that is $357 using that same $1,000, right? And divide it by the $1,000 we put into the stock option. That this gain right here is let me erase this so you can see this, right? This gain right here, from here to here, is 35% ROI. Boom! That is why I love stock options. Is that crazy? Now let me ask you this. What are you doing at 35% ROI? You guys taking profits? You going risk-free? Or are you still holding it? Put it in the chat real quick. I'm curious. Alan says risk-free. Not me. I'm holding still. Daniel says taking profits. Nikki says taking. I'm just kidding. I'm protecting myself. Why? Because I know that we have a tool that gives us high probability setups that we can take this trade. I take shares and I take stock options, right? Now hear me out. The next week, it goes up here and continues on to 171. Now, you just went from 145 to 171, 45, 55, 65. That is now $26. 26 points. 26 times. Our delta is going to increase a little bit. 24, 25. That's $650 divided by $1,000. We know it's 65%. At this point right here, the next week, we're at 65% on our leap, right? Now, why can't you do this? Why can't you sell out of your trade from $1,000, right? And now your 1,000 is worth $1,650. Come back in again if you want to, right? If you want to. Now you can buy shares with the profits, right? And collect this dividend every 3 months. Or you could buy another stock option with $650. Now you are riding with the house. So if you bought it again here at $650 in the next month, guess what? You up 100+%, right? And now let's come over to this little measly week right here, right? Check it out. You enter here at 296, hits a high of 310. That's 14 points, right? Let's check it out. 21 times 14. This is a stock option again. 294. We buy 1,000. This little bit right here. This little bit from there to there. That is what do we say? That's 29%. That little bit. But on the share side, we want to take a loss. We'd have to get stuck in some drawdown. You see the power of stock options now? And you see the power of using this when we get the buy signals? I'm not buying. I get friends all the time. Yo, Brandon, what do you think of this? I'm not buying anytime these candles are red. Why? We got the Oracle in our hands, right here in our hands, right on our phone. And that's how simplified it can be from an investing standpoint, right? And then you pick other stocks, and sometimes you get, I call it luck, but it's not luck. It's just sometimes we're due for something like this, where I call it a blessing bar, right? And we could check out, what do you want to check out? Is it IBIT? I think that's the ETF. Let me see here. Nope, that's not it. GBTC. We'll just use this one for giggles. Now imagine this right here. Imagine you bought a Bitcoin stock option right here, and in 4 weeks or less, there's another 50 to 100% ROI from your investment. Our last buy right here. You can see it right here. You can buy shares right here at this buy at $50. Look where it's at right now. It's at $84 right now. If you bought the stock option, let me see if this one has stock options real quick. I'm not sure if this one has stock options. It might. I think it only buys shares. Oh, no, it does have stock options. So let's check it out for Elite, right? Now this one's IV's insane. It's actually it's not that bad. You could buy. They don't even have them priced out as far yet. So this one you got to put a couple thousand into it. Let me see. Ethereum has the options. No, this one doesn't have options. But there is an ETF for that. You know what I mean? Anyway, if you took that trade and you did risk GBTC, and you did risk $1,700, right? You're making $50 for every dollar this moves. So if you got in right here from an option standpoint, you got it right here at $50. Over here, it's at 61. That right there, what are you making? 51 times 11. You're making $561. That's easy money. Up here at this high, 84. Down here at 48, 58, 68, 78. It's about $33, $34. We know the delta is going to increase. So we'll just say 75 times 34. That's $225. For something that we paying $1,200 or $1,500 for, that's well over 100%. But guess what? We call this a blessing bar. You see those bars right there? Doesn't always happen, but when it does, we are happy, right? And that's why it's important to understand investing with an edge, right? And that's how we make things simplified. All right. So now, what I encourage you, pick some stocks, right, that you like. Waste management for me, I like waste management, right? This buy right here. You bought this buy right there at 145. In 4 weeks, it goes up to 158. If you bought a leap right there, or shares, guess what? There's a winner. Here's another buy. That right there, I'm telling you, these are 50+% ROI moves. There's another buy. Here's another buy. Guess what? There's another 50%. There's another 50%. There's another 50%. And that is why I highly encourage you guys to invest and do whatever and buy. If you want to be super safe and don't worry about the options and you start off small, buy shares. Just buy 1 or 2 shares, because starting now, you're going to benefit in a year from now or 2 years from now. Procrastinating, right, and saying I'm not going to do this, it's going to slow your it'll slow your growth. You know what they say? The best time to start was 20 years ago. The next best time to start is today. Everybody follow me? You agree with that? Put a 1 in the box. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, that's what I wanted to go over. Knock that in, you guys. Understand why I invest, why I give you stocks to buy every single month, why you can't go wrong investing, because I'm looking at the same tools that you have. I'm looking at the same exact tools that you have. You know? And that's investing made simplified right there. As promised, I'm gonna fire up the scanners, give us some stocks to take actionable trades off. These ain't gonna be for leaps or investing. It'll be more for shorter term swing trades. As you can see, we got this right here, and we'll pull up a chart and we'll find something. You guys got questions? Get ready to fire away. So let's find something that we can keep an eye on for the next 2 weeks or so. Snow is number 1 on my list. Not number 1, but this one right here. It's kind of stuck in this channel. Let's see if we can find something else. What's TTD? The trade desk. That's a good one. I like this one right here. So this is the power of this scanner and why it's very good. This is similar to the weekly hit list. What happens is simply this right here. And if you don't have any money to invest quite yet, you take these shorter term trades and use the profits, and that's how you're going to buy it from the investment. You get what I'm saying? We're going to make more so we can bless more, Check it out. In a real quick thing, we have this tool, this beast mode breakout. We take in an uptrend, if it's above the alligator, we take the first green box, right? The first green box right here. Look at this green box. What happened? Price pushed up, tanked, and then pushed up. We buy in 4 weeks of time, 2 weeks of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess what? In 6 days, it's higher from our entry. There's a winner. Here, this green box, guess what? Over the next couple days, floats up. There's another winner. This green box floats up over the next couple days. This green box floats up over the next couple days. This green box floats up over the next couple days. Here's our first green box. What do you think should happen on this stock over the next couple days? Put it in the box. Exactly my point. So if this does float up, right? What this does, this dictates, or I shouldn't say dictate, this determines the trend. You have an up move, you have a down move, up move, down move, up move, down move, up move, down move, up move, down move. We should go up. This right here is going to be our stop loss, right? If we took this trade here, that'd be our stop loss. That'd be our stop loss. That'd be our stop loss. But it's not. So right now, we're going to put this in the chat for us. Trade ideas. TDD, PTD calls above right here, the high of the day, which is at 136.42. We'll say 136.45. Stops below right here. It's huge support. 131. Stops at 131. Hey, you like these ones? Hey, awesome. We try to do it every Tuesday, Try to do it every Tuesday. So I'm going to keep coming down. I'm just making it fast because I want you guys to be able to have some time if you want. Zillow group, same thing. We're trending up right here. I do like Zillow. If it does break the high, it's probably going to start pushing to the upside. What's DXCM? I believe that is that's the wrong one. What did I say? DX CM. Yeah, that was right. Dexcom. Yep. Let's see this one. I like this one too. We definitely trending up. Here will be our stop out right there, 75. We want to break above 78.40. What's this one? DXCM falls above 78.40, stops at, what's our low? 75. So these give us real tight stops. So I try to give you 2 calls and 2 puts, unless we find something real juicy. Hey, I like eBay, especially with the holidays. That one, I don't like that one. I don't like the chart on it. Let's see anything else on here that we like. I don't see anything. All right, to the put side, FDX. Let's check it out. The put standard is the same exact thing. Oh, this got earnings coming up, so I'm going to pass on that one. Does the same exact thing, except flips the calls upside down, and it gives us the puts, right? We got PGR. PGR, what's that, progressive? I like this one right here. It should break this, push down. I'm just not in love with it. RTX, I believe we already had this one. Our weekly. Yeah, I like this one a lot. This will be our stop right here, 118. Yeah, we'll look at this one. RTX. Now, let me see if we can find something a little bit better. BBY. What's that? Best Buy. That looks like it's going to break down here. The puts they ain't looking good today. Match. MTCH. All right, here's one I like. Here is definitely one I like. This will be our stop out right there. Real tight stop. 33. I like this one. MTCH. Puts below 31. 44. Stops at, we just put our stop out right here at 32. 55. All right. I'll try to get one more. Let's see what else we got here. TWL, that's too low. That's too low. CBR, Kellogg's. What's BXP? BXP, that gas? Boston Properties. It's actually setting up to be nice, but nah, I don't like it. Dell. I do like Dell. I like Dell a lot. Dell looking good. We can put our stop out right here, real tight. There we go. We got our 2 stocks. Dell. Dell puts below 117.85. Stops at, what do we got? Our stops right here will be structure. We'll put our stops at 122.50. I'm gonna put that in the chat for you guys. All right. As promised, you guys got questions? Fire away. Any questions on anything we went over? Something that you unsure about? One of the tools? Anything you guys got questions? Let me know. Now you good? Go ahead. You want to break the ice or no? You guys have any questions, or you guys good?
Yes, I do, Brandon. I'm new coming in as far as being full mastermind. I wanted to know, like, I've been going through Discord. I do see some of your pre-recorded classes. Is there a section that um, do you do you list all of your classes or just particular ones?
Man, that is a great question. All right, so you ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
My most my most important classes and all my master classes,
Hmm.
I have a Notion document, just like Mike does in the trade school, right?
Okay. Hmm.
Every technique that I share inside the mastermind, I have a training video on that.
Hmm.
On the day trading side with the different techniques, swing trading side with the different techniques, and stuff like that. So since you are newer, I'm assuming that you went through the trade school, you got the foundational stuff, and you're ready to shake and bake at the next level, right?
Yes, I am. I'm finding where where I want to optimize on what's because it's so much. It's like a smorgasbord coming into full mastermind. Like I said, I did trade school. I'm visiting crypto. Crypto is giving me a challenge right now because of the way I did some crypto. It's like stuck in um my is it which one is it? Not Rabby, it's the other one. It's the Phantom. For whatever reason, things that should be in Rabby is in Phantom. I can't figure it out. So I don't want to keep stressing on that part. I do like the way I like I'm keep gravitating to you. So that's what and then the more I gravitate, the more the light bulb is coming on for me. So I want to like dive into it and really figure out you know, your technique, you know what I'm saying? And then
100%.
optimize on that. So I want to just start taking notes. I want to understand the Swing Master Pro. I want to understand how what everything you're doing. That's why I'm kind of I'm starting to tap into your classes so I can um start, optimizing and growing my capital and be able to, like everything you say, retire and give back and so forth.
Absolutely. So, all right, with you saying that, right? I'm gonna re circle and ask you a couple questions. So, first things first, the best place for you to start with every single thing that I do, like I just said, is in the Notion document. So once we get off this call, you and anybody else that is feeling that you speaking for them, send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll send you over the Notion document that has all my advanced techniques in there, like I like to call them, just because we don't share them with you in the trade school. Trade
Hmm.
school is meant to allow you to come in, understand the basics, understand how to take a futures or an options trade. Because once you know how to take an options trade, it doesn't matter whether you day trade or swing trade because it's all the same. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Me, I gravitate towards the stock market side, right? And don't kill the messenger, but I gravitate towards the stock option side and share side because the simplicity of it. I can do everything in one account. I don't have
Yes.
to bridge this to that and that to this.
Yes.
However, right, to for me, that's just me speaking. I mean, for some of you guys that are crypto enthusiasts, only crypto, that's fine. That's your jam. That's cool. I'm in crypto too, but I prefer to use some of my profits to buy some of the safer coins, as if I'm buying retirement shares, just like that, and we can still make great money doing that. Now there's crypto shares in the stock market that mirror Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So once again, it's like, man, you really playing with me, and it's like it's so simple on this side. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
with that being said, all right, the Notion document would be step number one for you to watch the recorded. There's probably maybe 12, 14 different videos on there, right?
Okay.
Step number
Okay.
two
Hmm.
is I have an archive, me, Mike, and Jamar, every single class that we ever done, we put on that with titles to do that. You can go there to find recorded content. Right here, right now, you can go to the my YouTube channel. It's just called Beast Mode Trading, and go to the live sections. And over the last 6 months, every Tuesday and Thursday night class I did is on there, so it's all in one place. That way,
Okay.
if Facebook ever shuts our group down, we don't lose all the content there. If YouTube shuts down, we got the archive still. We have all of our stuff. So we have the videos spread out, but safe the easiest ways, YouTube channel and the Notion document, right? Last thing, with me personally, and this goes for everybody, I have a couple different swing trading techniques, right? One of them is the report trade every single month. There's about 6 stocks in there for you to watch. We do a class on that at the beginning of every single month. So if you're gravitating towards me, we want you to get in, watch some of the videos, why I do the things that I do in my game plan, which is all in the pre-recorded content. And then we can hit the ground running with the report trades come January, right? Because we'll have a new report. Another swing trade technique that we do is the weekly hit list, which we put out every Sunday night, which is more of a quicker swing trade. So you don't got to leverage a lot of money. And the last swing trade that I do is selling options for premium. If you're in the WhatsApp chats, you'll see me go on a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-day win streak, and then I take a loss. Am I mad? Absolutely not, because I know the consistency is what's going to pay the count. And on the swing trade side, with that last technique, just to give you an example, say one person had 10 grand, on average, you'd probably make about $1,500 to $2,000 net profit after paying your subscription month in and month out. So you don't have to have 10 grand. There's some people that have 100 grand and they make 20 grand a month. There's other people that have 2 grand and they might make five or $1,000 a month. It's all corresponding to your personal account size, right? As far as the day trading side, for me, if you have 2 hours a day that you can dedicate from 9:30 to 11:30, realistically, the first 30 minutes to an hour, we use Swingmaster Pro AI, and within that, we have a system that we use the reversal arrows, and we use Trendbox Pro, which is our floor and ceiling technique. Those two techniques right there is one that's simple that I put people on in the beginning, and once they understand how to trade that, they don't ever leave because you don't have to think no more. One of my biggest struggles as a new trader was coming into the markets and never knowing what I was going to trade, and I was all over the place looking for the next moving trade, and ultimately it was resulting in me missing every single moving trade. You get what I'm saying? So now,
Yeah, that's what it
you,
sound. That's where I'm at.
yeah. So,
That what you just said. That was ding, 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 ding. That's it right there.
so now with that
Mm,
technique, once again, it's in the recorded. We actually just did a class on it last week using the scoreboard and how we can use Trendbox Pro to give
okay.
us 85+% probability winning trades. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's super simplified. The last thing I would say, if you want to day trade, I live day trade every single day with the team, and you are more than welcome, and anybody else that's full mastermind to come in and trade with us. And it is the same Zoom that you're on right now. You get to come in and day trade with us, and you can ask questions live as the market's playing out instead of waiting until after the market closes.
Okay.
So if that
What
all
time?
resonates with you, you
What
got
time
some
do
help.
you do that one? In the the one you just said. I'm learning to go come into the Discord. I was so used to being in WhatsApp, so I have been missing things that's been going on in Discord. So when you say live trade in the morning, what time do you get on?
I open up the Zoom at about 9:25 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay. All right.
Yep,
Thanks so much.
the same Zoom you're on right now.
Okay. All right. I thank you so much. I
Yep.
appreciate you.
But I'm going to tell you something. Come in for a day or two, listen to how we roll with it first,
Hmm.
and then you could ask me, be like, "What were you guys doing?" And I'll tell you the video to watch, and then you'll start swinging right there with us.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And then
Hey,
and like you said, after this call, I'll send you a message in WhatsApp for the notions, right?
yep, perfect.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Do you
Go ahead, Daniel.
do you do that Zoom every morning? Did you say every day?
Every day, boss. Every day. 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I open the room up. That's just me giving back. I could trade by myself, but what's the point of that? You know what I mean?
I didn't know that. That's great. Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. I'll also send you a message too for the notions that Angela was just talking about.
Okay, sounds good. And that goes over every advanced technique that I want. The reason I prefer you guys to watch at is because if you share with me your time restrictions or availability, I can put you in the best path of success that I feel at being the most simplified. Because if it's not simple, you're not going to stick with it. With that being said, also for you, I want you to watch the videos to have a training on all of it. Then you can figure out, like, look, Brandon, this is what I want to do. Help me create a plan, and I'm here to help all you guys create a roadmap to wealth.
Oh, that would be great, mate. That would be really awesome. I'd appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yep, appreciate you. Hey, we have any other questions? You come off the mic if you want, or throw it in the chat. I'm right there with you, Angela. Hey, awesome, awesome. Now I used to trade by myself, and it was lonely. I'm like, man, I need to get a crew of people. You know, you guys are all blessed because when I first started, I didn't have the mastermind like you guys do. I didn't get to hear experiences. of what to do, what not to do. I had to try to navigate myself, and it wasn't fun. Go ahead.
Hey, Brandon. So what do you think about Nvidia? Is it in correction mode or is it kind of a buying the cheap?
All right, let's check it out. Nvidia. Nvidia weekly time frame. Our candles are still green, so there's definitely strong momentum on that. Come back down here to the daily time frame. Let's see right here. Candles are red right now. We just got our sell signal 2 days ago. That is a great short trade for me personally. What I'm looking at is, and I'll walk you through right now what I'm looking at. This is what I see. I see that we're in an uptrend until what? Until we're not, right? And we're in a downtrend until what? Until we're not. When the candles turn red, I don't ever know how far it's going to drop, right? Or let me try to find like a better example. Like say right here, the candles get red. People say, well, Brandon, what's it doing? It's still trending down, is it not? Still trending down. So for me, it's hard for me to want to invest in that. However, we can take optionable swing trades no matter if it's going down or up. So I say that to say this. When I pull this up and I look at this, I see this right here. I see that we were, let me see. I see that we were in a downtrend. This got taken out. We closed above it. We're in an uptrend as long as we hold this. Uptrend, 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 uptrend. What happened right here? We closed below it. That's not good. That is not good for upside movement. We come back up and then bang, they floored it down. So for me right now, I'm not too bullish on this. 2 reasons. Why? Because if you look at Swingmaster Pro AI on the daily time frame, that bad boy's red. Our last reversal is red. I need to at least, right? If I'm trying to capture the bottom, I need at least a reversal arrow to the upside, right? And that's going to look like this right here. That's going to look like this arrow right there. And that is a reversal arrow to the upside. If we're in a downtrend and you want to be super aggressive and try to cherry pick the bottom, your candles are red, I'm taking a reversal arrow here and I'm putting a stop right there because I would think we might get a push up and then I would expect it to come back down in the downtrend. Over here, same thing. I put my stop out there. Oh, I got stopped out. I put my reversal buy right there, stop out. I just got a winner. You know what I'm saying? So for me right now, it'd be hard for me to take calls on it because, for one, look at the candles. The candles is red. That's not good. That is bearish momentum. Second, we don't even have a reversal arrow to the upside. So for me, I'm okay sitting on my hands and knees waiting for a good signal. Now, how low can this go? Well, we got basically a chop zone. You got your top line here, your bottom line here, 117.50, 137.50. This right here, I mean, we don't know which way it's going to go. It could keep coming down slowly. It could bounce here and come up. I'm not taking calls on it until I get a reversal arrow to the upside, and that's what I would personally do. What's your bias on it?
No, that makes sense to me. I mean, it's had a good run up, and there's competition with kind of custom AI chips, and they make kind of more generalized ones, and China trouble. So yeah, I think there's a lot of uncertainty. I think they'll be good long term, but I think short term, yeah, I'd say
100%. I 100% think it's great long term, but you also got to look at this right here. 24th, beginning of the year, this thing's $50. It's at 130. It's still up 230% from our last buy down here is at $44. Imagine if you bought it down here and look where it's at. And this is why I personally wait for the buys because I'm okay missing some of the move. I like to trade the probability. I like to have the advantage. I like to trade with the edge. You know what I mean?
yeah. Can I ask you what you think about Lilly stock?
What is it?
Lilly, LLY.
Yeah, that was one of my stocks for this month. LLY it's the same thing. LLY typically runs up in November. This is why we called it out for some buys the first trading days of the month. This thing went from 800 up here to 850. A lot of people's already out of it. But for me, I mean, I would say it played out again this month since we're trading it the first trading day of the month, second trading day of the month, pushed up because what's our goal? Are we here to make profitable trades or are we here just to hold it? Buying a share standpoint, I'm not too bullish on it, right? Why? Because it's the same exact thing. I would need this green arrow to take the call right there and put my stop out probably down there. I'd probably take a loss on it. Then we get a huge move down. Here's another reversal buy. I would take it. But this gap up right there over triumphs that loss because options, you can only lose 100% of your position, but you can make unlimitedness to the upside. I say that to say this. Same thing. Our cloud is extremely red. We have no reversal to the upside. I'd be more biased to go to the downside. The only thing that's holding this up right there is that gap fill. If it breaks underneath that, I would probably bet a paycheck on that. That would probably want to drop another 20 from a probability standpoint. So for me, I couldn't get back into Lilly right now unless one or two of those things would present themselves. Once again, I prefer trading with the edge. What else you got? Are you good? Mr.
Yeah,
Khan?
yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Good question. Anybody have any other questions? All right. Well, if we don't have, go ahead, Daniel.
Just wanted to say thanks a lot, man. Looking forward to learning some more and getting stuck into this with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you guys do me a favor. If you guys are ready to invest like a rock star, contribute to the team, fill the Discords up and the WhatsApp chats with different ideas. I don't want to be the only one watching the markets. I want all of us to watch it. All 100, 200 of us to watch it. If we do that, it's going to make investing simplified. You got value from this call and you're ready to rock and roll and trade with an edge, give me a mastermind in the box right now. Just to know that my job and my duty is good. If you guys are catching the recording on YouTube, in the comments, just put Mastermind MM, whatever you need to do. I appreciate you guys. Awesome. I say that to say this. Tomorrow we got live trading, 9:25 a.m. Eastern time. You guys are all more than welcome to attend. Appreciate you guys. I still see them coming in the box. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I see some comments on YouTube as well. Appreciate you guys. If you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, never hesitate to reach out. All right. With that being said, you guys have a blessed one. I'll catch you on the next one. Beast mode out.
Hey, Brandon.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just one quick more for me. I'm pretty new to the Zoom. So if there's, I'm not really sure how to join a meeting if the invite's not there. So I'd like to get onto your class in the morning. You said just
Gotcha.
jump.
So I'll make it easy for you. You just go to beastmodezoom.com and you can hop on it. If I know that you're not a paid member, I will kick you out.
Right on, brother. Okay.
Hey, appreciate it.
Take care.